This video shows you the basics of Edgecam, moving your part around and things like that on this first screen that you see. This is for beginners, but it also might be useful for people who've been using it a while and maybe didn't realise everything that you can do. So first of all, looking at the mouse, turning your wheel, your mouse wheel, rotating your mouse wheel will zoom the part in and out. If you hold your mouse wheel down, keep it down, you can pan the part around, move it around. If you double click the mouse wheel, that will make this as big as it can be on the screen. I forget what you call that, like full screen type thing. And this zoom extents does the same thing, this button here. If we want to rotate the part, then what we do is we hold down the right mouse button and we can rotate the part around. Also in rotation, if you hold down an axis key, for example the Z axis, and then if you then move the part around, it will revolve around that axis. If I do that on the Y, she revolves around the Y axis, or the X, and it will revolve around that axis. I don't know whether that's useful or not, but certainly interesting. So, and the other thing with regards to moving the part around, you may find if you've got a big part, it will sort of waggle around. And if, for example, you wanted to look around this hole here, you want a different center of rotation. So what you do is you hold down your control key and you right click and you'll see the part jump, and that's how you know that it's now moved to that new center of rotation. So you can see it's rotating around this point, and just to demonstrate that that's what it's doing, if I now pick this point here, hold down my control key, right click, it jumps to that point, and you'll see now that it's rotating around that point. So this is really useful, because if you imagine now I want to sort of waggle this, it's all going everywhere, but if I then right click, say for example near that hole there, I can now waggle around that hole. So this is sort of moving the part around. And then if we look at these this icon here, which is your axes, you can actually slide it in the y-axis. You can slide it in the x-axis, and you can slide it in the z-axis. And also if you look at these rotational points, they will rotate it around the datum. That's the rotating around that axis. I don't really know what they're for, if I'm honest with you, but it's interesting to know what they do, so you might find it useful. And then looking at these icons here now, we've got these different views. So we've got loads of different views here. Tells you what they all are. All these light up and tell you what they are, so you will get an explanation underneath of what they actually do. I like that, quickly gets you. Obviously you can use this one down here to get your different views, same sort of thing, but I kind of like that. And then we've got this these icons. So here we've got this tool display. If you click it, it comes up with all these options. And what we've got the option here is to toggle the visibility of the tool holder, toggle the visibility of the tool and the holder, which is that one. So now that's turned on, my tool and my holder, and you can make things translucent or rendered depending on what you want. The main one you're going to use there is this, to turn that holder off and on when you want to see it, because sometimes it's going to be in your way when you, for example, looking that way. That tool's in my way, so I might want to get it out of the way. Get used to where this is so you can quickly get to it. Then we've got this one, which is your machine visibility. So this is hide all of the machine graphics, which is the way it is at the moment, or you can show all of the machine graphics. So now I've got all of my machine showing, and the reason why you can't see the chuck is because I've got this one, which is fixture display, so that's chuck's classed as a fixture. I can turn that off and on. So I can have all this showing if I want, or I can say hide all of the machine graphics and hide the fixtures. And then what these do, you can render the component, so you can change the way you see the component. You can look right through the component. Render the stock. If you've got stock, this will just make it coloured. Render your features. When you've got your features shown, you can render those. This one's render. You might want to use this. What I find it useful for in particularly milling, you can tell if a slope is at 90 degrees or not, because it renders them according to the angle and all sorts of things, so it gives them different colours. I haven't actually found anywhere where these colours are actually, it actually tells you what they are. So, but I always assume that this yellow means the sort of 90 degrees to the axis. Then you've got render according to the type of face, and then render according to the spun shape. But presumably this has got its uses. I just don't know what they are, that's all. So that's showing you the way that you move the part around and the way that we use this interface to look at it. Hope that helps. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Like and share it. Ding the bell so you see all the videos that I'm doing, and thank you very much.